One of my favorite modes in any game is Sandbox, the mode that you just jump in and have fun doing whatever you like in that particular world. And there's a game that's just, well, a sandbox. Nextgen Sandbox, now on PS4. But is Nextgen Sandbox your next must-buy, or is it worse than getting sand in your eyes? Going in the Nextgen Sandbox, I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but what you get here basically is a game creation tool, a very simple one, where you have different maps, you're able to place random objects that are in the game on these maps wherever you like, and then interact with them. And that's it. You're not able to set up levels or kind of enemy patterns or really any other thing other than just placing the objects in these maps. The 8 included maps are different terrain and setups. There's some mountains in one, some hidden objects and Easter eggs to keep an eye out for on a couple of the maps. But for the most part, they're pretty just flat so that you have as much room as possible to create and put things here. The amount of objects included here isn't small, but it's not large by any means either, with just a handful of basic models that I'm sure were just grabbed from random asset packs online. You have ones with just random animals in it, trees, some construction equipment, walls, and just a lot of stuff that doesn't really seemingly go together. There are some stuff that you can interact directly with, such as vehicles that you can place and drive all around the terrain with, set up ramps and the like, but pretty limited with what you're able to place around. And you also have different character models you can place on maps. Can't do anything with like interacting with them or get them to do anything on their own, but you can become them. There's a few random like anime characters and just other stuff that once again doesn't really fit together with other stuff in the world, but you can have fun with it if you like. Outside of the sandbox mode, there is an included bonus horror game that you can play. It's nothing really special or worth the purchase on its own, but it's nice that at least something else was included. The main mode doesn't have any sort of objectives, way to create your own objectives, unlockables, and there's no way to like upload your levels for your friends or other people to play, so even creating something cool, you really can't do much with it. However, with how clunky every one of the objects and interactions are, it's not like you're probably going to want to create a whole lot anyway. One thing that would have been nice at least is there are some enemy types included, like zombies for example, at least be able to run them over with the vehicles. I can send a pig flying when I hit it with a car, but if you run into a zombie, you come to a dead halt. These little inconsistencies just make the entire experience feel like it was completely slapped together in just a few moments, and definitely is not worth the price of admission. From the technical side of things, the game didn't crash on me. You can place a ton of objects and slow the game down yourself, but just using the menu and interact with the basic stuff, it didn't have any kind of glitching or slowdown. Nextgen Sandbox is currently only available on the PlayStation 4 for $19.99. It does feature a Platinum Trophy, and it's a very easy one to get. Overall, Nextgen Sandbox is one of those games that has some fleeting fun to it. Placing a bunch of objects and blowing them up can be enjoyable for a little bit, but it's extremely shallow, and without a whole lot else here, it's definitely not worth the asking price. If it was free or just a few bucks, it's worth that little bit of fun. But as it sits right now, I'm going to be giving Nextgen Sandbox on the PlayStation 4 a 2 out of 10. That's going to wrap up this review though. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.